Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Solver Weekly Forecast. I'm Courtney Castman.
And I'm Alison Maiden.
And today we are going to be talking about the current conflict between Israel and Iran. It has been a topic that has been talked about for lots of days now.
Yes.
And lots of you guys have been putting in your comments and wanting to know the truth behind it and what's really happening.
Well, rightly so as well. There's been, we did say, Court, back when we were doing the June forecast that it was going to be a month.
It was going to be this month.
It was going to be a big month worldwide for lots of loss, unfortunately, which there already has been terrible losses on both sides, I believe, which happens in these conflicts, and it is very, very sad. One day the world will be without these conflicts, but at the moment we all have to deal with them. So let's have a look and see what's going on here. Now, what I'm going to ask the cards today is, what is the outcome of the current conflict? Because it's already begun.
Yes.
So there's nothing we can do about that. So what is the outcome of the current conflict between Iran and Israel?
It's really shaking the whole world up because it's of course, on all the news outlets and all the world leaders have really stepped up and
yes, everyone's having
a voice.
An opinion, obviously, about it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look here now. On the bottom of the deck, we have a really good card today, guys. So the Ten of Cups, meaning that there is a good outcome. So we're hoping through this card, it's going to be something that everyone will be able to be happy about. The people of both Iran and Israel need to come to an agreement. With that agreement, there will be happy people on both sides. Now, there is unrest, and there has been unrest for many years anyway in that region for various different reasons. So let's have a look and see who's going to be coming out on top here. We have the Emperor as the first card down. Now, this would be the world leader. Maybe this would be the leader in Israel. And I feel like we are having someone here very prominent, very powerful in their own right. Now, don't forget that when we see the news and we see lots of different opinions and people putting their opinions forward, you have to remember the background of things and the fact that this conflict's been going on for a really long time. I mean, centuries, really. So when we're starting to look at the bigger picture here, like, what is it? Is it purely because of people's egos or, one side wanting to best the other or push their belief systems onto the other? Or is this something a little bit more deep-seated in that it's actually got to do with world safety or world events that will lead to the safety of many countries? And I think in this instance, that's what we're dealing with. So we are going to see very strong world leaders step up to the plate and start to talk about making peace between these two nations, because one thing they do not want to see is nuclear warfare.
Yeah. I think that's so powerful as well, as everyone needs to come together and have that peace.
Look, I totally agree. And I don't believe things will get to that level or point. And I've said many times before, we have off-worlders actually watching and looking at these things going on. They're probably thinking, oh my God.
Oh gosh, yes.
What are they doing now? But we have others, watchers, people who are sitting back and just going, let's just see how this unfolds, because I don't believe a nuclear attack would be allowed to happen. It's going to be not only detrimental to our Earth, but also on a more cosmic level.
Absolutely.
It would actually affect a lot of other ET races out there. So I think on that level alone, we're going to see some peace here. Now, this conflict could go on off and on, as in, it starts, it finishes, it starts, it finishes, a bit like a bad relationship, really, for about 12 months. So I don't know that we're going to see an immediate fix on this. For around about 12 months, I think it will be not escalating as such, but probably just, bubbling under the surface as it has been. But slowly and surely, the negative aspects of this conflict, meaning the warmongering people that really want to destroy, they will be quietly removed. And this is the way that this reading is feeling today. It's not even going to be like a big newsworthy story. It will just be things, the components that are causing this will be quietly extracted and removed. And so therefore, it's a bit like the wind comes out of their sails. Okay. Oh, yeah. And here's our conflict card in the past.
Yeah.
So as we say, the tarot never lie. They don't. It's a very easy thing to see that there's been warmongering people out for their own gain. Yes, some of it's to do with money, of course. I mean, that's generally speaking why. But it would be, in this instance, I think, more taking over other nations or taking over other valuable assets of other nations. And we're not just talking about the ones next door, guys. We're talking about worldwide here. So I can't actually see this happening because there's too many other things in place now that says the earth will actually be in a golden age very, very soon. Over the next 4 to 5 years, we're going to see peace that will reign throughout our planet. So this is just the beginning of getting things sorted out as far as the cards are concerned. And yes, 100%, we have the next 8 months where we will see conflicts, little tiny conflicts sort of sparking around the place. It's like a last-ditch effort, if you like, from the warmongering people that want to make money out of people suffering. They are going to try and start these little fires here and there, but they'll be dissolved quite quickly. And within months, you will start to see things settle, and you'll see it bubble up again, and then it'll settle, probably very similar to what's happening here in Palestine as well, and also on the Indian border. So you will see those conflicts rise and fall, but it's not going to get full blown, if you know what I mean, okay? And that's the other thing too. If these warmongering people were all together in a very close proximity, you might find they would stand more of a chance because they could all band together, but they're not. They're kind of spread wide now. So, it's like pockets of them and they just can't seem to get it all together, guys. Yes. So in the home card here, we have do not fear. One thing that will happen is gold will skyrocket.
Wow.
And I'm not sure why that is. I don't actually know the logical reason behind that. That is just what came through spiritually. So you'll find that gold itself will actually skyrocket. So if you have investment in physical gold, then I would hold on to that or, buy more of it. Okay, so precious metals is the way to go here. Now, there will be a lot of talk behind the scenes, things that you guys will not hear about, know about. It won't be televised. It won't be spoken about. And in fact, a lot of the politicians who normally spruik about how great they are because they've done this, that and the other, will just be keeping their mouth closed. There will be a lot of talk, but very little action in the sense of how people are reacting in a negative way. You'll find things will calm down for a little while at least. August, we'll see another outburst. You'll see another outburst, a big one in August. But there's going to be, honestly, I just hear bigger fish to fry. There's something else going on here. The Russian conflict in Ukraine is also going to surface again quite strongly over this period. So just keep an eye for that one.
Yeah.
And within the next 6 months, we are going to start to see a lot of people who have been immigrating to other countries returning back to their homelands. Now, that's really interesting. So there's kind of a big turnaround around the world. This conflict that we have at the moment, I feel, is starting to turn things around in a different direction for a lot of these countries that have been inundated by immigrants and illegal ones, ones, not the ones that come genuinely. It's just like there's a lot of conflict. So I think that this is going to give other countries the incentive or whatever to get rid of the bad illegal people that are causing problems, but they will be returned. And this is something that's really strong. So we're going to see a really big turnaround in how countries are dealing with the people that are invading.
Wow.
Their borders will become a lot stronger. Mm-hmm. We also have surrenders happening here. So people are going to, all of a sudden, when they're, we're going to do this, we're going to push the button, all of a sudden it will be, no, we can't. There'll be surrenders here. And new ways of dealings will come to the surface. Now, when I see this card, I get China. And I don't know what influence China will have. Ultimately, maybe the superpowers of this world will join together for a change instead of being at each other's throats and actually bring peace to the world. But I think this conflict that's going on between Israel and Iran is going to be the starting point for peace, ultimately, at the end of the day. We still have a few hurdles to jump, though, guys. Yes. Here we are. Do not worry. Everything will be all right. The star card as the final card here today means they will get it sorted. And I do believe that the current people in government, the ones that are really making a difference on the planet, I'm not talking about the people that are not, right? You will see them step forward and they will be taking the reins here. And yes, I believe peace will come in the next 12 to 18 months.
Wow, thank you so much for that one, Alison. It's really interesting because I was feeling the exact same what you were feeling. It's like sometimes things have to be taken down.
Yes.
To then be rebuilt.
Before it can be rebuilt. And
yes.
There's been many different reasons for wars on our planet, usually to do with like land or money.
Yes.
But this one I actually think is more politically based.
Yep.
And I do believe it has a lot to do with infiltration of other countries, right?
Hence the deportation. And
yes. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you so much, everyone, for today. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. Let us know you guys love the videos. Pop your comments down below, share, subscribe, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.